Hey, I'm just getting packed up. In fact, see, pack's on. Anyway, I realized I didn't do a summary yesterday of yesterday's hike. I basically got up, got going fairly early, and it was hiking along this ridge. I just kept going and going, and felt like it was hot. But luckily, I was smart enough to get started in the morning, and I got most of the hike to the water cache done in the morning. In fact, I arrived, I think it was about 2 o'clock, something like that, and got down there, got some water, lots of people around, and so I didn't get very much filming done there just because there's so many folks there. And then I kind of took a siesta there because it was so hot. Well, that's what a lot of other people were doing too. I actually set up the Tyvek above me for shade and got going. Oh, that reminds me. Earlier in the trail there was a woman who was having some going kind of slow, and I could see she was limping, and asked her about it, and it turns out she had some looked like ITBN syndrome stuff going. She'd done 22 the day before and 15 that day, which was quite a bit. Anyways, I did help her out. She gave her some ibuprofen, and she said she had some friends coming up, so I left her to that. Later on, I got up the trail a little bit, and I saw her friend had caught up with her, and they were setting up Tyvek for shade, and she was going to take a break for a while, so good for her. Her trail name's Bubble, and I hope that she's okay, especially considering later in the day, once I got to my campsite, I saw a helicopter landing over there just before, what looked like just prior to, probably 2 miles at the most, before getting to the water cache. So I hope everything's okay. I hope she's okay, and that wasn't her or anybody else, that they were maybe just practicing helicopter skills. Anyway, so got to the water cache, and about pretty close to 4 o'clock I finally decided to get going. It was a little too crowded for me, so I saw there's some more tent sites up the trail, so I headed up the trail, and I found this one site that I decided to go to, and it was unfortunately already taken, so I had to keep going. The next one was not very, didn't sound very good, as from the description, is sloped and everything. I found it, and yeah, I decided not to stay there, so I kept going, and I hemmed and hawed a lot actually before I decided, because I was tired. But anyway, I decided to keep going, and just, I don't know, a dozen steps farther on and around this bend, sure enough, there was a site that was not listed on the Far Out app, and it's what turned out to be a great spot. That's where you saw my dinner shot from, and here's what it looks like from this morning. It's a beautiful spot. There's the sun shining away down in that valley down there. The trail out in that big valley where I crossed over a few days ago. And around, there's the trail that I was on. Some other people did take the other site after I'd already was setting up, and it was right down there. It wasn't, you could see their heads popping above the bushes every now and then. Anyway, well, I better get on the road here before things heat up too much, because I know from experience it gets really hot here. So let's get going. Oh, by the way, I did discover that I'd worn a hole in one of my socks already, so that's what we get, when we're hiking. Oh, today I should pass the 100-mile mark. I'll let you know when I get there. Okay, see you later. Snake. I don't think it's a rattlesnake, but it's big, and so I'm just kind of giving it its space. I don't know, can you see it there? The wide angle lens, I don't want to get that close to it. It's in the shadows there. Kind of a brown and blue, but I'll take a close-up picture with my camera, with my phone camera. Hey, I think this is about mile 94, something like that. But anyway, take a look at the view. If you look down there closely, you can see the trail that I followed. In fact, you can see it way off in the distance where I was at yesterday. And let's see, I camped It doesn't look like that far from here, but it was a lot of switchbacks. Right down there is where I camped last night. Great little spot. Way over there in the distance, that way over there is where I came down, oh gosh, quite a while ago, before I even got to Julian. And I crossed the desert somewhere over in there, the valley floor. Yeah, it's been a few days, but now it looks like we're going up this valley, so we'll see how things go from here. Here's the look back the other direction a little bit. Anyway, happy trails, here we go. Hot morning so far, and I'm walking down the trail, and what do I see just to my left? Oh, doesn't that look like a nice cool hole for relaxing in? I can see some people have been in there because there's some there's the prints of some thermarest type of pads down in there, so somebody maybe stayed there overnight. It'd be a lot cooler than out here. But that's pretty cool. It's probably some, I don't know, it's got to be a miner's thing of some sort that was long abandoned. But let's go all the way back there. Anyways, back on. Hey, just thought I'd give an update. Here's the trail I'm following. I don't know if you can see it. A little line in the hill along there. Anyway, it's going down and down and down and down. That's the last I see of it is right there, I think. But I believe it's going to Barrel Springs. And somewhere in there, well, here's the picture behind me too while I'm panning. There's where I came from. But somewhere in that area, within about 4 or 5 miles, somewhere is 100-mile mark. I can't wait. Guess what? This is breaking news breaking news from the trail. You can hear my voice, I'm pretty dry. But look what I'm coming up to. 100 miles. Oh, I can't believe these old feet and legs have done it. Oh boy. Wow. 100 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail. We won't talk about how many more miles there are to go, but wow, does that feel great. I can't believe I've done that. Thank you, feet. Okay. Oh, I better go celebrate with something to drink. My voice is almost gone. Boy, I don't know what these plants are with the little white flowers on them, but man, do they smell fragrant. Really nice. Be nice to get some in the yard if they would grow in the Northwest. Anyway, just thought I'd share a close-up of the flowers too. Maybe you can smell those. Ooh. Wow, what a nice break from the desert. Check this out. Trees. I even saw a PCT sign that was tacked up to a tree. So it's like, hey, it's like almost a mini forest. Just about ready to get to Springs, I think, just a little bit from here. But anyway, I thought I'd share this a little bit. I can hear a highway nearby too. But what a relief from being in the desert. Hey, so I made it to famous Barrel Springs, and there was a lot of people here earlier, so I didn't take pictures, but here is the spring. And Bad Santa had been here just a few minutes before I got here and left some pop for people, so I grabbed this cherry Coke here, and I get to pack out the empty, but it's worth it. And there's the water. I took it out of the part here that's flowing, but I'm still filtering it just in case. I definitely wouldn't get it out of there without filtering, and even more so not out of here. A lot of bees hanging around too. So anyway, there we go. Campsite at Barrel Springs. All kinds of folks here, and was able to actually clean my feet and my face. It felt great. So today was an interesting day. Made it. Well, they're all interesting days. I think it was today that I saw my first snake. It was a big gopher snake, about 4 feet long. And I went to I had left from the water cache the night before, and so I had this great campsite, but it was really windy and all night long, so I didn't sleep very well. But I still, it was a beautiful spot, and I was glad to have had that spot. And I had it all to myself, well, mostly all to myself. And anyway, so then I got going today. I left at 7:55, which is my earliest start yet, and it just kind of chugged along uphill. It got kind of hot during the day, so I was glad that I got most of my miles done in the morning. When I saw that I was getting close to the 100-mile mark, which is just amazing, I decided I was not going to eat lunch till after that, which I don't know if that was a good decision or not, because I got pretty hungry. I think it was about 12:30 or so that I got to the 100-mile mark. That was awesome. Everybody that's here at the camp right now has said the same thing, that was a big milestone for them. And then, so then after that, I immediately found the first shady spot, which was like 0.1 miles away, and just laid down and had a great lunch. Well, it wasn't that great. It was lemon pepper tuna in a wrap. It was actually pretty dry. Anyway, but it felt good to lay down and just put my feet up and do that. So I did that. And then it wasn't very long until I think it was like a mile and a half or so to Barrel Springs. I got here, there was tons of people. I just missed Bad Santa, who was here for Trail Magic. But he'd left some sodas, and then somebody else came in with some fresh fruit, and I got an apple and a granola bar and a banana. And I had a little pop earlier and a Rice Krispie treat. It was all good stuff. And so anyway, I was getting all packed up and ready to go and get on the trail a little farther down the road before. But gosh, you know what? It's kind of nice here to have a running water right here and things. Oh, as I was getting ready to find a spot to put my tent, because this is where I decided to stay, I encountered a rattlesnake. I could hear it. I couldn't see it. So I backed away and didn't camp in that spot. So that's one thing. And anyway, so I found a spot that doesn't have any, since there's trees here and they all have some big branches, and you can see where they've fallen down, and evenings have some pretty strong windstorms. I found a spot that is pretty safe from all that. Anyway, that's pretty much what we've got. So there's the campsite. I'm right up there past, you can see the green tent. I've got my line on for a little bit of a laundry thing. And as you can see up in the tree here, let's go over here. I don't think I might. It tells you where we're at, right there, Barrel Springs. And the PCT goes that way. That's where I'll go tomorrow. But for now, good night.